What's up, big world, small world? Yo, check this out. You know what? Not just in my life, in your life too. I'm gonna break it down with this 10-minute video. Family ain't who families say they are. Now let me break it down to some people that don't know. You got family people that stab you in the back in a minute, a second. Talk about you and everything. Because they feel like they family, they feel like they can talk about you. Instead of being bold and tell you in your face, you feel me? They claim they don't want no confrontation, no problem. But you made a problem by conjuring their name up in your mouth. Let me get to the point for the people in the back. When you say you family to somebody, you real with them. Most people that I know that's in this world, period, we have karmic contracts with family members, relationships, friendships, workships. And if y'all really pay attention to your dreams and everything, everybody that you met in this lifetime, you meet that same spirit in the next lifetime in different ways and different settings. Let me get back to the family part. It's so sad that you can find love out there on the street. But when you find that love in the street, you're so used to people dogging you out that's around you in your family setting that you think the people in the street gonna dog you out too. In actuality, y'all on the same level. Now, when you reach a different level, that person that you was cool with on the street, they're not gonna like you because you reach higher heights than them. I know it might sound strange to people, but it's the truth. But your family, your karmic family, is supposed to keep you from the path that God has gave you. They say they love you, but have hatefulness in their heart, in their soul, in their spirit. Just like a friendship. They say they love you, but they have hatefulness in their heart, and their soul, and their spirit, because they're jealous of you in some type of way. You can be beautiful, you can be ugly, and they can still be jealous of you because of your spirit and how it speaks to them, how it's knowledgeable, how they are as a people. If you're family to someone, you be real family to them. Instead of, just learning from each other. And that's what we're supposed to do, learn from each other. Let me give you an example. Take myself for an example. I will learn from a person, even if they have more than me or whatever. I will learn from them. Ain't no sense of being jealous of somebody because, y'all ain't got the same thing. I will learn from them or ask myself questions. Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel a little jealous of that person? And like I said, you got 5 seconds to rebuke all that out your brain. Then I question myself and I say, you can have the same thing too. Learn from them and see how they got it. But don't hate on them, congratulate them. Because you know what? We don't do that enough. Especially this skin color. Every other skin color I know, they get along with each other except us. Because we were programmed inside our subconscious mind to not be for each other, to snitch on each other, to downgrade each other, just like family. Now, the ancestors went through a lot of stuff with their oppressors, their family, but you got to pay respect to them ancestors too, because they've been through the struggle. We just getting there. They've been through the hard times, the rough times. And I say hard and rough, 2 different things. Because it can be hard going up that hill, but it can be rough with a hurt leg, right? I'm just saying. But back to family. Family is supposed to guide you the right direction. And actually, karmic families do guide you. But in different ways. You have to look at it in a different perspective, in life. Here's an example. You need to get your life right with God. They might tell you get your life right with God, but they have malice in their heart. Yes, you do need to get your life right with God, but everybody questions like, how to get my life right with God? What do I need to tap into to heal that part of me that I need to heal? You know what? You know what God gonna say? Heal yourself from your childhood wounds and your teenage wounds and your younger year wounds. When I say older, younger year wounds, I mean those years 21, 23, 25, 26. Because we had some wounds there too. Because like I said, didn't nobody really teach our ancestors how to do things. They just learned on their own and they act like they knew how to do it. Like some people know or act like they know how to raise a family when they really don't. When they're addicted to the streets for real. You feeling what I'm saying? But some families don't see that nothing wrong with that you're addicted to the streets and everything like that. Because they're used to being in the streets, you feel me? So when somebody different comes in the family and just like, nah, I ain't finna do that, they call you an outcast, different from the rest. Because you don't want to be like that type of your family. You don't want to keep doing the same thing that you've been doing over and over and over and over again. And that's why you see a lot of family members fight each other, hurt each other, even brothers and sisters. Now remember what I told y'all about relationships, right? How you can have a relationship with a boy or a girl, woman or a man, however you want to put it, that reminds you about somebody that you grew up with. Because you're used to that. It's programmed inside your subconscious mind. I'm speaking facts, people. If you change your mind, you can change everything about you. And what's my saying? Sometimes you got to go insane to be sane. What I was saying is, let me break that down for the people back there. To heal yourself in the inside here, use your imagination. The stuff that they told us not to do when we were, growing up. That's for little kids and stuff like that. But your imagination, your mind plays a big part. You use your imagination for stuff that you ain't got no business using it for, right? I know a lot of examples for you. When you see that sexy man or sexy woman and you can strip them from their clothes when they got their clothes on with your imagination. You know what I'm talking about. But back to the story. Your brother or your sister brought a lot of stuff in the house. And you was like, you were the younger sibling or whatever. But when they brought the stuff in the house, they had sex with people, drugs in the house. They didn't know they were introducing you to it. The demons within inside of them. And that's why you got a lot of brothers and sisters. I seen a reel when a brother was getting onto his sister butt about being with a guy that whooped her butt. But he was a narcissist. So that's what she's used to. That he was demanding her like he was the man of the house or whatever. That ain't right. To reprogram your brain, you have to go insane to be sane. I mean, you got to go back to that childhood womb, just like you right there, and you looking at me, and you in the back, that had you crying on that porch or in that room separated from everybody when you were hurt, when you were raped, when you were tore down. You go to that little child and you stoop down to him with your imagination. You talk to him because you know what you look like when you were little. And you talk to them. I'm sorry things like that happened to you. I'm sorry that nobody protect you. I'm sorry you were introduced to that behavior. But I'm here. You are the part of you that you wanted when you were little. The strength, the courage, the strong, the muscle. Now, people, I'm telling you something real and real true. And I'm breaking it down to you in this 10-minute reel because you need to know. You need to know the difference of how to heal yourself, of how to question yourself when you get angry about something or jealous of someone, and how to keep that out of your heart. Because like I said before, we were born into this world with a pure heart. All of us, until it was tainted by the people that we love around the most. More to the story is, sometimes family ain't who they say they are. And sometimes people cover up who they are and they say they family. But for real, in your heart, you know the truth about your own blood, your flesh. You got to respect the ancestors though, y'all. Because they could have just gave up on us. You feel me? And the people that had the same skin as me, probably a little darker, we need to get along better than we doing now. Because our kids are going to do the same thing. And that's how we tear each other apart. When we can lift each other up. Be the dream Dr. Martin Luther King seen. Are you ready for that change? That's the change Tupac was talking about. The change within us. But he didn't know how to express it right. That's why you got me here. That's why you got me here. To help you, to guide you. And I don't mind guiding and help you because that's my job. You can do it, people. I promise you can do it. You can get high. You can do anything you want to. You can go trick. You can go drinking. You can go gossiping about the neighbor and everything. But you refuse. Some of us refuse to put in the work in ourselves. So how can you say you love yourself? How can you say that you love your family when you don't really